So I don't have no talent, so I'm not going to be up here doing anything other than talk. But first and foremost, I want to say we've heard so many great things over a year and a half about Corey, and I think me and the young man next to me, Clarence, can assure you he was just that great. Since elementary, we went to school with Corey, and it's so funny because I was a troublemaker all through elementary, and not much has changed now. And the only time Corey got in trouble is when he had a pick in his hair. He had the most beautiful fro imaginable. So, before I get into what I'm going to talk about, I just want to say in over a year, I've kind of been adopted by the Jones and the rest of the extended family. I just want to say thank you guys very much for allowing me to continue to keep this beat alive. And I can assure you that I continue to keep the beat alive. So, it's so easy to focus on all the negative that we've heard. I want to focus on some of the positive that's taken place since the Corey Jones tragedy. House Bill 93, because of Corey, I just want to say Corey is literally changing laws as we speak, and it's not going to be over. If they don't want to mandate body cameras on law enforcement, then we're going to give body cameras to civilians, and yes, we're going to make sure they're transparent.
Yes!
What House Bill 93 did, when it came out, and sometimes you get politicians that it sounds good, it did mandate body cameras. And I will say Representative Jones did a great thing, because what it did was the agencies that did have body cameras, they were held accountable. But you know what? That wouldn't have changed anything that night in Palm Beach Gardens. We didn't have body cameras in Palm Beach Gardens. What I would like to say is, summer of last year, I was there when they rolled out their body cam initiative. And what that did, and with great joy, one of the third clauses says, if someone is stranded, broke down on the side of the road, you will engage that body camera. That was done for Corey Jones. For those who don't know me, I'm Michael Marsh. I'm a local activist. This is Clarence Ellington. And, over the course of the year, I've been up and down South Florida, city council, sitting down with police chiefs, with sheriffs, and I don't want to hear it's an expense for body cameras. If we're going to let them play judge, jury, and executioner, I want to see what's going on. We want to hold them accountable. We want the transparency, and we want the accessibility.
Yes.
So I will not rest until we mandate these body cameras.
Yes.
And I can stay up here for I don't know how long with different spoken words I've done for Corey, but I just want to tell you this. In the course of a year, I've held a couple protests. Some that actually got me to sign up gun club. But I would do it again in a heartbeat. This Sunday will be one of the last protests I will hold. And I think it's time. We're going to Lake Worth, and we're going to peacefully protest. But we're going to be loud, and we're going to be proud. And these poems I wrote for Corey, the entire Lake Charleston is going to hear them.
Yes.
Because you know what? We're not done. This beat's going to get louder, and I'm coming. Palm Beach County Sheriff's Office knows. They even got me some parking out there. So from 1 to 3, Lake Charleston, we're coming to see you. We're going to Addington Estates East.
Yes.
The reason we're going there is that's the home of a killer. And you know what? He needs to be remembered that Corey Jones mattered. He still matters, and he will always matter. So we're going to be coming.
Yeah.
Simple as that. We're coming peacefully, but we're coming loud.
Yeah,
I run the Justice for Corey Jones Facebook group. We have over 3,000 members. People who have no idea who Corey Jones was. That's amazing. It really is. Those of you who are now a part of it, please join. You'll see upcoming events. Any area who has not heard of Corey Jones, I make sure they do. So that's all I want to tell you guys tonight. If you would come on Sunday, I would greatly appreciate it.
Oh, we'll be there. I'm
going. Clarence nervous. Look how nervous. Oh, let me just say something real quick.
I just want to say personally, I want to thank everybody who came out tonight and everybody who's joined in on this effort towards bringing justice to Corey. And I want to give a personal shout out and thank you to you, Mike. A few of the family members came to me right after Corey died. It was like, who is this Michael Marsh character? And they didn't know that he went all the way back with us, but a lot of people were coming out, trying to claim Corey, and I just had to say that this was a good dude. I ain't seen him in a few years, but the last time I saw him, he was a great dude, and he's always been a great dude, and I have to say for this last year and a half, he's been spearheading with a few others a great job for Corey, and I think we should continue to support him so that he can continue to help us get justice for Corey.
Yes.
All right, without further ado, I want y'all to come Sunday. I wrote some really beautiful spoken words for Corey, and so please come out on Sunday. So without further ado, it is with great privilege to introduce the producer of Blue Oyster's Cult and many other things, Mr. David Lucas. Please come to the stage, sir.
Welcome. Glad you're all here. Well, I need glasses now. I'm awake. It was very short. Anyway, just kind of thought of this the other night, but kind of emotional to try to remember it. Take this in a little different direction. I have a friend. She doesn't dance, she doesn't sing, but that's not why I love her. That's not what her value is. Her value is what she is in her heart and soul. How she makes me feel, her kindness, her goodness, her love. And it's the same with Corey Jones. It doesn't matter that he played drums or how good or bad. What matters is who he was, who he is in my heart and soul, how he made me feel because of his smile, his acceptance of me and the world around him, and what he gave to everyone he touched. That was his greatest value. And that's why the loss is so great. I loved Corey, I miss Corey, we all do. We're here because of you. Thank you, Corey. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Now it's my pleasure to introduce. Now it's my turn to wait.
I have a guest speaker. Can I introduce him real quick?
Absolutely.
It'll take 2 seconds. I'm going to give him the mic. A couple of seconds, and he'll give it back to you to introduce me. Thank you, darling. Thank you. I would like to welcome to this stage State Representative Al Jaquette from District 88. He's here with us tonight.
Thank you, Marjorie. And this is a beautiful facility, don't you think? Yeah. And thank you for all the good work that you're doing. I look across this room, and I'm looking at the diversity in this room of age groups and backgrounds and communities where you're from. And if you knew Corey, this is what Corey was all about. Corey, as the gentleman just mentioned, he just loved people around him. I wasn't as close to Corey, but I knew him when he was a younger kid because his brother and I, we went to Banyan Creek together, and their mother was a mentor to me at a very young age, which is why I happen to be now an attorney, former city commissioner of this great city, and now the state representative that covers Delray, Boynton, Lantana, Lake Worth,